As you guys know, Drake was a huge part of my come up. I'm talking about I graduated in 2009 and Drake was like pinnacle that time. And then I lived through Drake's, escalation through college. It was the perfect time. Drake had hit after hit after every single party played Drake or Rihanna. That was it for guaranteed sure. And then Kendrick played a couple times, but it was Drake, 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 Drake all the way through. And it was just such a different experience of Drake. And Drake has been consistent from the time I graduated high school all the way till the current day. So I'm going to produce in the style of Drake for his new project called ICEMAN. I'm going to show you guys new techniques and a new plugin that I'm going to be using today. So Prototype Audio just dropped a crazy, 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 crazy plugin. Rarely do I mess with people's plugins because they don't really inspire me because I know what an actual keyboard sounds like. So it's really hard to get inspired by a plasticky sound. That's why my plugins, like for example, Hercules, these sounds are from actual gear. So this is why it sounds different. Like if I go to my pads, for example, and I pull up something, let me find something that I've actually marked like this one. Oh, wait, sorry, that's my keyboard on the Logic Pro. Boom. Okay. So for example, it just sounds more full. There's a certain density to real analog sounds, as you guys can hear. There's a difference in the quality. It feels like it's like real, whereas most synths, they feel very flat and fake. So this new plugin is called Fraction, and I want to thank Prototype Audio for sending this over. I guess I'm considered a cool kid to the audio companies out there, so shout out. Now one thing I got to say about this plugin, this is a very, very, very awesome UI. Rarely do you find companies outside of Spectrasonics who have mastered UI. In terms of visual quality, this is extremely well done, like extremely, extremely well done. You have like retro styles here, you have modern styles here, shadows, 3D vibes. So first, it can be a little overwhelming in terms of what to actually look at. So there's a lot going on, but all you got to do is just hit notes and you'll be like, okay, cool. Now, I don't know what this thing in the middle does. I don't read manuals. Oh, it does like some kind of modulation. That's fire. What about this corner here? So like a delay. This is a low pass filter. And it has the perfect amount of resonance too, to where it's not. So this little pad here acts like on a Korg. I don't know if you guys ever used the Korg Kronos, but there's like this, their pitch wheel is like really unique. It's a pitch wheel sideways, but it can move in all directions. So it's a pitch wheel left to right, but it's also a mod wheel up and down. So you could do pitch bending and mod control at the same exact time. So Korg has this really unique way of going about modulation. And this reminds me of the Korg approach. All right, so let me just click around. I don't know what all this stuff means, like this. Oh, these are settings, okay. So I guess this randomizes, oh, it says it right here. Randomizes your current preset. Wow. Oh, okay, so it's changing out the presets right there. Okay, I didn't even notice that. So let's just click shatter until we come across some kind of Drake vibe. So the cool thing with this quad thing in the middle, it's like you're multiplying your sounds. And two, we have layers. So you have left side, right side. And this is basically like multiplying your presets times whatever exponential. So it's not only one sound, it's 4 sounds plus another combination of sounds. So whatever that, when they put 4 exclamation mark, whatever that value would be. Whoa. I like this tone. This reminds me of Drake. So let's pull the gain down. This, again, the UI is very, very, very well done. Like even the gain, when you hover over it, it highlights. This is a really, really, really attractive UI. And if you go to these advanced tabs, this is a super, super lush looking interface here. So whoever put this together, I need guidance and wisdom around this because this is an insane product. All right, so now that we have the general gist of this plugin, let's start creating a vibe. So Drake usually is going to produce, we're either going to go D minor, we could do G minor, F minor is more for Travis Scott, or we could do E minor. I feel like E minor is a little too dark. So let's do, so notice I'm doing all minor. I'm thinking G minor might fit. Yeah, let's do G. Okay. So I'm going to start with G minor chords, and then we're going to play suspended chords. Now, my process for making beats here, I have four components. The first component here is called a top line. This is basically your memorable melody, the pieces of the audio that have motifs in them to keep people understanding where we're going with the melody. Then we have the harmony section. This is where you add your chords. And lastly, well, not lastly, nextly, you have the contrast layer. This is your bass or your counter melody. And then lastly, you have the rhythm. Okay, so all these four components, they add up to your composition. So that's how I kind of stay in the flow of things. I'm not thinking about which sound to use exactly because I have no idea which sounds are in this plugin. But I do know when I find a sound where to put it. So that's how you guys can help your arrangements. Let's record these chords. So let's do G, and then let's move to the fifth of G, which is going to be D. So we're going to go down to D minor. I like that part of the sound. So I did a diminished chord at the end just to switch it up a little bit. It might not fit in the composition though. Okay, so now that we have all these notes, let's just quantize this. Let's hit Command. Now I wish FL Studio did not make this update. Command Q used to be the shortcut, but now you have to hit Command Shift Q. See, look, now it's making me do all this other stuff. I think it's Command Alt Q, like some random shortcut. Okay. All right, now we got that going. So now let's organize this. Let's put this into the harmony section. Let's turn it down so we can have a little headroom to add more stuff. Let's hit Control L. Let's go to Hercules. And let's either look for a top line or a bass. Let's go to bass because I have a perfect bass for Drake style. Now, Hercules is known for its bass tones, and the one here is perfect for Drake. So we're gonna go. And just hold that note. Okay, so let's record on a different pattern here so that we have different puzzle pieces to work with. So all I'm doing is just playing the chord on the turnaround. I'm playing a G sus chord at the end there. Here I'm going to try diminished. I don't think that diminished will work though. So let's change the diminished to just a simple minor chord. It's a little too musical for this. Okay, now we have all the notes. I'm going to quantize those, hit Command Alt Q. All right, nextly, I'm going to drop the bass down an octave. Let's hit Control down. This might be a little too low though. It's hard to tell. Let's drag this to the contrast layer. That's where our bass line goes. Some of these notes are a little off. Let's fix these. Yeah, the new quantize settings, not cool, in my opinion. Let's change this. Oh, okay, it's on half step, no wonder. Okay, that explains it. We got to put it on half beat before we quantize for this genre. Now there's other presets, so let's try out different sounds here. I'm just going to go to my favorited one so that we don't have to go through a bunch of sounds here. This one's a little bit lighter. I feel like this one works a little bit better for this track. Let's hit Control L. The other one is a little too bassy. There we go. This one complements that first sound. Okay, so let's just crank it up. Now there is a gain inside of Hercules. You can find this at busyworksbeats.com/black. Let's turn this output up. Hear that subtle bite. All right, let's see what else Fraction has. So let's go back, and now we need that top line, that catchy top line. They even have an interface for the presets. I don't think you guys understand how convoluted this is to do on the plugin side of things. So the fact that they did this, man, I need to be a mentor of whoever made this. Okay, I mean, not a mentor, a mentee is what I meant to say. If you go to bells, we could do leads, keys. So I'm just playing the chord notes just spread out. So that's why chords are important. They give you a melodic template to work with. So let's do, I'm just playing G suspended and G minor at the same time. I forgot to turn the metronome on. Let's do this again. All right, this one, we're not going to use the sustain pedal. Simple as that. All we had to do is play the suspended chord and the minor chord. So see how chords help you guys out. I'm going to fix a couple of these notes in the second half. And just like that, we have a top line. Now I'll show you guys how to mangle this. Now I'm going to use this plugin to see if we can create a different style. Let's see what this is. I don't know what this is. I guess the delay timing. Yeah, this is the delay timing. So color is like a saturator. Pitch modulation, that's dope. That's built in. Time of pitch, that's dope. Or is this portamento? Maybe it's portamento. Shout out to Aeroform and Prototype. This plugin is insanely built, yo. Let's see what all these other buttons do. Humanize. I think that's maybe a delay. I don't know what that is. It's like some kind of percussion. That's so unique. Let's add this little bongo. Actually, that might be distracting. Let's take that out. I'm actually going to take off the delay. I like that choppy sound, but I want the rhythm of the drums to control the groove and not the synth. So that's the only reason I'm taking that off. Not because it's not good. All right, now we need to find sounds that fit Drake's vibe. Let's go to, I built a kit called Blueprint at busyworksbeats.com. This is included in black if you guys go to busyworksbeats.com/black-bonus. You can get your free analog lab bank, but I'll show you guys here. I built, here it is, these kicks that are just super hard. This, oh. Probably gonna use this one. And then we need just a snare. I'm trying to decide what kind of snare I'm gonna go for. Probably our go-to trap. It's just a nice full snare. And instead of hi-hats, let's use these little zappy sounds. So let's record the little zappy sounds first. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 1, like that. All right, so just kind of bouncing those lasers around. Let's hit Alt Q. Okay, so I'm gonna try to stay away from hi-hats for this beat and use the snare because this forces me to use the snare as a bouncy rhythm to keep the speed up. So see how I switched the tuning of that snare? just to switch it up. Let's go to quarter beat timing, hit Command Alt Q or Control Alt Q. All right, so now that snare is a little more active than I would normally do, because if I put the hi-hats first, my brain would be going, okay, I just want to space out the snares from the hi-hat. So that's why I did the snare without the hi-hat. Now let's figure out how to fit this kick in. I recommend you guys either mumble or rap as you're doing it, because then you're gonna leave space. All right, so I did that so I can like naturally understand where the vocal would fit in. So you don't have to have actual rhyme words there. Boom. So now we just got to level this kick so it's not clipping. So I'm gonna turn everything down in the mix so that we have more headroom. So I could just, I'm gonna turn up my headphones here so I can hear stuff louder. Make sure everything's leveled right. Let's also see if I pulled this bass down. This might be too low in the second half though. Yeah, see how it's a little low? So we'll see the bass. I do like the G lower. Turn up the snare. All right, now let's turn up this kick. So I'm leaving headroom so we're not just clipping the whole time. I feel like we're missing like one sound, but that sound could be the vocal, so you don't want to overly fill the beat. And also too, I might switch out that bass. Let's see if an 808 might fit in here. So I'm gonna turn my headphones back down. And I have a nice hard 808 in our blueprint kit. Again, you guys get this at busyworksbeats.com/black in the full black box bundle. So this is a really aggressive 808. It's from Philly drill style. So let's record this in. So I'm going to do the same exact thing, kind of rap as I'm doing it. Or not rap, but mumble as I'm doing it. Oh, that's hard to hear, this 808. So let's go up an octave. It's kind of hard to hear it. So a lot of Trecio, so it's Trecio pretty much all the way through. That creates a more dancey vibe. So in the first half, we have more of a kind of want these to play at the same time. The thing is, the kick and that 808 clash in terms of frequency, so we got to figure out a way to blend those two. I might just delay the 808. Nah, it's not gonna. So we're gonna have to frequency duck, or just turn off the kick. I did like the kick contrast though. Actually, what we could do, I'm trying to think of a fast way to do this. What we could do is figure out a way to merge the kick somehow. Let me see how to do this. All right, so let's double click on the kick, hit Control A, hit Control C to copy that kick. Find your 808, hit Control V and line it up. So this is the timing of the kick versus the 808. So to merge these two, what I will do here is, let me think. Let's just pull these up to G. And And I should be able to hit Control G and it merges. I don't think I want it merged though. Is that what I want to do? No. Actually, what I'll do instead is just see where the 808 hit, where the kick hits and where the 808 doesn't. And I'll just add that note inside the 808. So that way, it looks like they hit at the same time. Okay, so here's one time where it does not match. So we're just gonna add that note manually. There probably is a shorter, faster way to do this specific step. I can't think of it though. So that's, okay, so we only need to edit one note. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of the kick so that we add more space. We do lose some of the transient. So we need a little more rhythm in here. So here's where I might bring in the hi-hat. I also want to add this little snare. One snare, dun, 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 dun. One snare, dun, 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 dun. One snare, dun, dun, dun. It creates like a Chicago bounce. Dun, dun, dun. One snare, dun, dun. Let's see if these hi-hats fit. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. So now we got more of a Chicago type vibe, DC kind of bounce. Now let's see what we have so far. I feel like this kick is a little loud. But see, when we turn up the bass, it makes the kick feel small because it has not as much headroom for the transient. So this is like the balancing act we gotta do. I feel like we need to stutter somewhere in these. There we go, something to switch it up. There we go. Oh, my bad, let's turn off that kick. Let's boost this 808 a little bit. I kind of want that 808 to hit during that snare. 1, 808, let's see it. Never mind, it doesn't do anything. So these hi-hats take away from the groove a little bit. Let's delay them. All right, there we go. Now we have more of a bounce. Let's take out the snare in the second half, that little extra snare. I feel like we need an open hi-hat too, fill in the gap. So let's find that open hi-hat. Let's loop this, so boom. That the open hi-hat. There's a roll in the 808. Open hi-hat. 1 and 2. So it's going to be on that syncopated note. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2 and 3. So now we got that Chicago bounce. I feel like we could push this 808 a little harder. Let's swap that 808. I actually made an 808. Kind of a derivative of this 808. It's in the blueprint pack at busyworksbeats.com/black. If you go to drum kits, there's an 808. I have DJ Spans, which is like an enhanced DJ Spins. And then this one's called Hard Hitter. So this is this 808, but perfected, in my opinion. Swap that out. As you guys can feel, it hits way harder. I feel like here, the 808 should go down to G, or I mean to D. Now it's more tonal. I feel like the hi-hats need a little more switch up. change up the hi-hats at the very end. We're gonna change that fourth pattern and add a hi-hat roll in here. Just double click. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, brr, brr, 1. Okay, so let's highlight these, drag these out, hit Alt U. I learned this from Chop Squad DJ, change the time multiplier. Now we have a little more bounce to it. I feel like we need one more kind of expressive sound in here. Let's go back. So here's where I'm going to add the kind of accent sounds in here. Let's go to different plugins like Hercules, for example. If you ever get this message in FL, just click a different tab, come back. Let's go to pads. Let's see what we can do with the pad. That was an accident, but that sounded fire. Dun, dun. Yeah, let's do that. 3, 4, dun, dun. All right, so instead of in the bass, I'm playing A, but we're playing G minor up top. So that was an accident, but that was dope. Meant to play E. All right, so let's fix one of those bass. Okay, so now we're just adding like a little attitude to the sound. So somehow I recorded some automation, so I got to go back. All right, let's find some more ear candy sounds. These are textural sounds to enforce what we already have. I'm just playing the same exact chords, just playing them spread out. So this is D minor into, or was it G? All right, so just switching up the chords a little bit. Now to tuck it in the background, we could try grow speed. I don't want to add too much rhythm to the sound, however, so that because I don't want it to stick out too much. And it also might sound cooler going through some kind of reverb. Let's just give it a little reverb touch with some random reverb. Or I just thought of it. Let's use shimmer, because shimmer adds a granular feedback. So let's try that. It might be too big of a sound. There we go. So I'm doing reverb last so that it has that granular tail to it. And this is creating the ice sound, the granular effect. Start leveling stuff. I feel like the snare got lost in the mix. I feel like the hi-hats don't match. Let's take the hi-hats out. Let's see if we want the open hi-hat on the syncopated beat or the downbeat. It might sound cooler on the downbeat. Let's find it. Where is it at? Here it is. All right, let's move this one beat to the left. This is more of a Chicago thing. Put it on the downbeat. So far I like it here, but we might switch it up over time. I feel like we need maybe a little bit more 808 movement. All right, so I'm gonna do little like jumps in the 808 and then we'll delete the older notes. All right, just to kind of change it up. Okay, so I'm probably gonna change the open hi-hat because it kind of chokes the beat a little bit. Move that open hi-hat. It's on the wrong. So you can hit Control Shift and use your left and right arrows to need the hi-hats. I'm debating if I want the hi-hats back in here. Just gonna record these in so it has a velocity change. Let me redo it again. So if you guys listen close, it goes ta 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 like that. It's louder, quieter. I think that would be a little bit better, just having that velocity change. So before it was just all one velocity. Let's delay these hi-hats a little bit. Actually, no, it's pulling back. See how we have more of a bounce? Still debating on that 808 pattern. I do like the endings. I might redo the 808 pattern though, only because it's almost too many 808s. Yeah, let's redo this. I'm gonna spread out the 808s. Let's do that again. So let's record this. Let's just fix that. So I think that's a little bit better for this beat. Having too much movement with the 808 is taking away the importance of the other rhythmic stuff. Debating if I want to add a verse to it. I don't know if I have bars though. Still feel like we need one more thing in here. Again, it could just be the vocals that we need. So this is too easy to overproduce, so let's just listen to this track. I'm also going to try one thing, pulling the bells up an octave. See if that opens up the mix a little bit. Let's go back to that bell sound and start messing with the modulation. I'm also going to try different bells. Yeah, this is the bell I wanted right here. More of a metallic bell. Here we go. They even have a store tab. This company got it right. Shout out to Prototype. They really did this. They killed this plugin. Add a little pitch bend in here. Oh, so this is more of a amplitude modulation than a delay. I don't know what this does, but I think it's a filter modulation. I like the sound. I just want to try out more bell sounds. These are all good. I feel like this one is the most, like, for this beat, most in pocket. I still feel like this kick's getting lost with this bass, so I'm going to sidechain it just to see if we can gain some of that impact back. We still need some kind of filler sound, like boom. I think my ears are just used to that sustain bass. Let's bring it all the way back. So now we have the side chain. I don't know if I like this movement though. All right, so let's look at our components and let's see what we're missing. I really just think it's more of a sustained sound that we're missing. We're missing a sound to fill in the gaps. Like, so let's see what kind of sound we can add in here. So our CPU is very low. We're using Hercules, my plugin. We're using what? We're using 3 instances of Hercules. 1, 2, 3. And we're using 2 fractions, and we're not even at 10% CPU. So it just shows like sometimes producers have a better working product. If I load up Analog Lab, this computer will go to 30 CPU. So let's open up Fraction again. I want to see what kind of sustained sounds they have. So we're talking about keys. Let's try the granulized. Curious how to pitch bend. I'm using my pitch wheel. I'm not sure it translates in here. I don't know if there's a pitch wheel setting somewhere. Let's go to setting. All right, so I don't know where that would be. Let me exaggerate the pitch range. Sometimes the pitch range has to be at 12 to hear the pitch bend. I'm assuming this is it. I'm not hearing any pitch bending though, so it could be a programmatic thing. I know for sure you have to program pitch bends in, so I don't know what else I would have to change for that. So that could just be the sound, or it could be the entire plugin, so I'm not sure. My pitch wheel isn't doing. So it looks like you can't pitch bend, at least from what I see. But that's not a big deal. I'm just... missing that glued sound in between a pad. Okay, so let's just add this in. All right, so just that small little amount of glue. Just realized too, the hi-hat was missing on the second half. I think this is a bass thing and a mixing thing at this point. I feel like the hi-hat's a little too loud. So I added this plug into the mix. I might just add it to the 808. I don't think we need it on the entire mix. As that rattle to the 808. Do one thing. Let's try delaying the 808 just a little bit. Let's add a little delay to the like this. Like the hi-hats want to move faster. I feel like we need to hear the vocals because we're adding a lot of stuff. I think just because the vocals aren't here. We have too many hi-hats now. Let's pull that back. All right, so I'm just delaying some of the hi-hats and 808s. Delay the snare just a little bit. See how those little time adjustments add a whole different vibe to it. Lets the beat breathe. Let's take out that top line. Let's try either a different top line or just a filtered top line. I think we need to move the open hi-hat. So, I'm trying to think of that last sound here. We just need some kind of ear catching sound. Let's try a pluck. Like this is a cool sound. Again, at this point, we could add a lot of things to fill in for that top line. So now instead of going, pardon me, upward, we're going downward. All right, there we go. Now we have all the, I think we have enough sounds. The bell just needed to be a little more tame. So now we found that sound to fill that in for the top line. I think we have enough. I think from here, I don't know if I feel like rapping because it might take too many bars. I'm trying to think what kind of hook would be on here. Yeah, never been me. Should have been started depending instead of the Eve. Adam and Eve. Blowing the dreams, I'm blowing the dreams. What do you mean? Cash, credit, collect. What do you mean? Something like that. What do you mean? Cash, credit, collect. What do you mean? I might freestyle. Let me pause the video. If I come up with whack bars, you're just gonna see a jump cut till me playing the beat. All right, guys, here's the rough mix. Could it be me? 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 Right there, got a team of shooters that'll have you sitting on the floor with them. ICEMAN need a vent, money been spent, so we go to war with them. Ice in a little pen, it came with the chain link, but it's more for 'em. Jordan in the fourth playing with the Bulls in 91, we in rare form. Right here at the Clearport, OEO shit getting airport. Need a red nose and a pair of clown shoes, nigga, we'll throw a fair for 'em. Just see the boy getting ice cold, need a pick, got another lead to 'em. Top notch at the top spot, we the hot shot, you a player to 'em. I'ma run that back. Could it be me? 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 Right there, got a team of shooters that'll have you sitting on the floor with them. ICEMAN need a vent, money been spent, so we go to war with them. Ice in a little pen, it came with the chain link, but it's more for 'em. Jordan in the fourth playing with the Bulls in 91, we in rare form. Right here at the Clearport, OEO shit getting airport. Need a red nose and a pair of clown shoes, nigga, we'll throw a fair for 'em. Just see the boy getting ice cold, need a pick, got another lead to 'em. Top notch at the top spot, we the hot shot, you a player to 'em. Could it be me? Could it be me? Could it be me? Right there, got a team of shooters that'll have you sitting on the floor with them. ICEMAN need a vent, money been spent, so we go to war with them. Ice in a little pen, it came with the chain link, but it's more for 'em. Jordan in the fourth playing with the Bulls in 91, we in rare form. Right here at the Clearport, OEO shit getting airport. Need a red nose and a pair of clown shoes, nigga, we'll throw a fair for 'em. Just see the boy getting ice cold, need a pick, got another lead to 'em. Top notch at the top spot, we the hot shot, you a player to 'em. Could it be me? 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 Could
Could it be me? 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 Right there, got a team of shooters that'll have you sitting on the floor with them. ICEMAN need event money been spent, so we go to war with them. Ice in a little penny came with the chain link, but it's more for 'em. Jordan in the fourth playing with the Bulls in 91, we in rare form. Right here at the Clearport, OEO shit getting airport. Need a red nose and a pair of clown shoes, nigga we'll throw a fair for 'em. Just hit a boy getting ice cold, need a pick, got another lead to 'em. Top notch at the top spot, we the hot shot, you a player to 'em. Could it be me? 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 Right there, got a team of shooters that'll have you sitting on the floor with them. ICEMAN need event money been spent, so we go to war with them. Ice in a little penny came with the chain link, but it's more for 'em. Jordan in the fourth playing with the Bulls in 91, we in rare form. Right here at the Clearport, OEO shit getting airport. Need a red nose and a pair of clown shoes, nigga we'll throw a fair for 'em. Just hit a boy getting ice cold, need a pick, got another lead to 'em. Top notch at the top spot, we the hot shot, you a player to 'em. Could it be me? 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 Could it be me?
All right, y'all subscribe if you're new. Go to busyworksbeats.com/premium.